So that's when I plunged the knife right into his back. I let it slide down his spine and proceeded to munch on his intestines until he finally stopped writhing in pain. Oh, hey there, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Pocket Monster Sapphire version. Last time, Donald absolutely smoked Flanny, even though she was a rock-type gym instead of fire. And today, I'm going to be putting my father in a body bag.
I think this has to be a record. We've scarred the audience already, and we haven't even started discussing anything yet, since you never even asked. How are we doing today, boys?
I'm fine, Joe. I'll never be able to eat any intestines ever again after that story. So thanks for that, Barack. But I guess I'll have to just start replacing them in my diet with some more McDonald's apple and cream pies. How are things, Barack?
Oh, it is lit today, boys. The za I picked up last night from the plug went absolutely stupid. I'm still higher than a raging bolt right now. The little sparky woof woof is evolving. It better not be pure bullshit type.
Oh my God, fuck yes, we finally get a Pikachu. Come to Master Joey. Wait a goddamn second, that looks like Pikachu. He smells like Pikachu, and I bet he tastes like Pikachu, but there's something off about this guy.
Go ahead, Joe, you sack of Smeargle smegma. You've got this, I believe in you.
Wait a second, this chick is kind of decent, not gonna lie. She's got great defenses and HP, above average speed, and okay attack. I think this is the first time anyone in history will say this, but I actually think we will find this Plusle useful.
Quiet down, Barack. I'm trying to use calm mind here for a second and find out what's up with this funked up Pikachu on the screen. Wait, I've got it. He's meant to be blue. Pikachu and Ruby and Sapphire is blue with minus signs on his cheeks or something. Case closed.
I will sear plus signs into your cheeks now in a minute, Joe, if you don't boot up that brain of yours soon.
Ha 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 ha. Cheeks? Like ass cheeks. I get it, Donald. You're freaking, geeking, fucking, clucking, and sucking hilarious, my brother. What do you say I call up an Armor Rouge tonight and get her to fire off a few armor cannons at us in the bedroom, huh? Would you boys be down for that? Oh, you guys are into Cereledge bondage. That's why you're being so quiet. Let me dial up the nearest strip club and see where that gets us.
Barack, we don't know how to tell you this. Actually, why the fuck am I beating around the burning bush that you're smoking? Donald and I are concerned for your health. Also, we're worried about our team for the episode, mainly that, but 5% of us combined is worried about your personal health. You've been smoking more and more blunts as of late, and if we want to win this Nuzlocke, we feel like you should be giving it 100% like Donald and I. We hope you understand our words.
Y'all are jealous of this turtwig I be burning. That's it, ain't it? What if I don't comply with your pathetic no-drug rule, huh? What you gonna do about it, you whiny-ass bitches?
Barack, grow a pair and start acting like a grown-up, will you? Our dad is literally awaiting us to challenge him, and you are puffing the crispest cabbage I've ever seen in my life. Why can't you ever smoke when it's Joe and I's turn? Why is it always when you're in the cockpit?
As much as I love Pitt's cock, Palatena is where it's at, boys. I'm just going to park that there before my kid Icarus's start uprising, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Splurge is murking this Gyarados, so let's all just calm down. The Abominator has got this.
No more risky plays, okay, Barack?
I just need this crit, Joseph! All right, this was bound to happen. Everybody say goodbye to Splurge now.
Rest in peace, my son.
Well, the comments are going to have a fucking field day. Barack is officially the worst player out of the three of us. Man really did drop bombs. Hiroshima looks tame in comparison to the killing spree he's been on. Fraudbama is back on the map, boys, reminding us all that he sucks cast form snug little balls on the daily. Let's freaking go, you amateur.
Oh, God, you're so right. Audience, I sincerely apologize for not keeping a freaking Ditto alive. I know you all wanted him for our Elite Four team so badly, and for that I truly deserve the biggest Dunsparce cap there is. Oh wait, no human on this planet actually gives a shindiggity shit that Splurge died. At least now Joe will stop forcing viewers to call him Captain Splurge after locking them up in his basement.
What I do in my spare time is irrelevant right now, Barack. Sure, Splurge was weak, but for a generation, 3 Ditto he put in work. Rihanna-style baby, he transformed my life into something meaningful. I loved him, guys. I really did love him.
Well, if he was such a beast, why didn't you call him Jimmy Donaldson, huh? Clearly that didn't fucking help. Ditto is as worthless as Mr. Beast himself.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Mr. Beast, and for every Pokemon you keep alive by the end of this battle, I will give you 10,000 Poké Dollars.
Well, walking bestiality, you finally show up. You have no friends here, and this time I'll beat the brakes off you like a mock bike. Nobody will save you from my destruction this time.
Yo, Beast Boy, what's up? It's been a hot minute. How you keeping?
Oh, Donatron, how's it been? I haven't seen you since our private jet race. Still using double team to avoid those taxes, I presume? The student really has become the master.
Nanda toe? Donald, you know my sworn enemy Jimmy, aka Mr. Beast? How did this come about? Also, watch this solar beam. It's going to get nominated for Poke Play of the Year.
Christ, where do I start? It was back in the early days of the YouTube while I was sucking on a blue chew. 2009, I want to say. I entered this competition for a small YouTuber back then. Dude had like 10 subs. Anyway, it was a challenge of something along the lines of walk along this tight rope above a 50,000 feet drop and win $5 million. Me and 4 other guys entered. They all died of fall damage, and I made it across after about 6 hours of focusing as hard as I could. That's why they call me OJ. It was the purest concentration. I didn't think the little shit would hold his promise, but lo and behold, that ended up being the first ever Mr. Beast video, and is what made me a millionaire.
Is this true Beast from the East?
It's true, Joanna. I warned Donnie's friends to wear the feather falling boots. Of course, I had to remove the video when YouTube updated its policies on showing dead bodies on their site. Thanks, Logan Paul. You ruined it for us all.
Quiet down, Mr. Bitch. I have family business to take care of here.
If you choose a move other than Thunderbolt Mr. Fraudbama, then I will call off the 80 assassins that are stationed outside your home.
Obama, you don't want Jimmy Smoke? He probably has his 80 most try-hard subscribers outside your gaff, ready to quick scope your ass across the grass with a red camoed intervention. Please listen to his requests.
Do you think your empty threats scare me? I fucking dare you to try and shoot me. You will never penetrate my 40-foot fortress. I'll send the pin missiles out after I deploy the spikes on your ass.
Please, Barack, you're acting cringe. Just let this fur alligator die to his own parish song, and Gohan Beast Mode will let you live. If not for me, for the viewers, please.
Boys, I was destined to duel Mr. Beast for decades now. It was prophesized that his monopoly on YouTube would be overthrown eventually, and I want to help Game Producer 6 reach that goal.
Enjoy that gym badge, Obama, because you won't be alive to see it much longer.
Wait, GP6 doesn't want to surpass anybody on YouTube. He does it for fun, remember?
What? Guys, he's behind me, isn't he?
Guess it's just you and me, Donald. How are you, my handsome guy?
Piss off, Joe!
Good news, boys. I just got a critical hit on Mr. Beast in real life and one-shot him. Bad news, I have nowhere to hide the body, and I have no idea if it's safe to ever leave my house again. Joe, can you get the military to help me out or something?
Surprise! Mr. Beast hired a squad from the army through me for the day. They're only camping outside your house for 24 hours, then you'll be safe.
Well, hopefully my Grubhub order gets here without getting blown up like an electrode. After acquiring Surf, so many new encounters become available.
Make sure to teach Boo Boo Surf. He's starting to become one of my favorite mons we have. Great stats, fantastic coverage with poison, watergrass, and dragon-type moves and solid typing. Yes, he will get imploded by a Vine Whip, let alone any other grass move. But as long as we play it safe, he could actually put in some real work throughout the rest of the game.
Plus, we can actually get our encounter here in Petalburg by surfing. We have another possible new recruit down south on Route 105, then again on Route 108, then finally, our last capture on the abandoned ship. Not to mention the plethora of items we can get along the way. This is going to be more exciting than Polytoad Pussy. Drizzle all over my face, you slimy frog.
Great analysis, Joe, but you're incorrect about one thing. You cannot get an encounter surfing in Petalburg City.
Yes, you can, Barack.
No, Joe, you actually can't.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
You fucking can.
You fucking cannot.
Easy, guys. Holy lumbre tacos. Is it really that big of a deal, Barack? If you're certain about your statement, just surf around on the water tiles until Joe is satisfied with the results. How about that, huh? Can you two numb nuts grow up and start acting like the adults you're supposed to be?
Fine.
One eternity later.
All right, Puchayena, I'm satisfied with that. What the real purpose of that test was to make sure your goofy Draco Vish-looking ass got used to the swimming controls. This ain't no Majora's Mask. The swimming isn't easy after control. So I wanted to make sure you were capable for the 7 seas we are going to need to traverse for this journey.
You made me surf around for 6 hours straight just for that? Go make out with a Mawile for me, Joe, will you rat-a-tat-a bastard?
Is that meant to be some sort of punishment? I hope that kawaii little kitty chomps my ass into the next generation. Pokemon piss and Pokemon shit.
Shut up and counter time!
Corby Knight, where's my Tinkaton hammer before I whack this wacky racer back onto the Saturday morning cartoon slot?
The OG spike setter. This man was a menace in gold and silver. His triple layers were so tasty back in the day I'd call him Onion. Also because he was commonly ran with Celebi in Ubers. Rest in peace, you fucking Onion Fairy.
Donald, I swear to Christ, if that is you using your Entraining Future site to tell us Osama dies by the end of the series, I will fucking turn you into an Onion Fairy. Even I cannot see if that death occurs or not, so please do not speak any further.
What are you gonna call this little guy, Barack, my lover scrubber?
I'm gonna call him Super, after Super Skarmory the YouTuber. As if Bloody Biscuits wasn't nostalgic enough last episode, I took a little dive into where Super Skarmory is at now, and apparently they stream on Twitch as the King of Zeal. Skarm, if you ever get this message, I just want you to know you were one of my defining Pokemon Let's Players back in the day, and I hope you're keeping well. I've accepted you are pretty much never returning to YouTube, but as long as you are doing something happy, I'm 100% glad about that. If one of the viewers could try and pass on this message or something, I would really appreciate it.
Damn, that was emotional, Barack. I feel nostalgic about this guy too, even though I've never heard of him.
Thanks, Joe. How about we make that our comment question for this episode? Viewers, who is your favorite PokeTuber ever?
My favorite has got to be Wolfie VGC. He's the type of dude who would show you memes on his phone, and you would sit there and laugh at every single one. Dude is a Poke pimp. He consistently performs well in tournaments, makes great YouTube content, and it honestly feels like he knows the games better than the devs at times. If I heard he was a playtester for the next games, I'd be at peace knowing the singles and doubles balance would be in good hands. Wolfie, let me just say, if given the opportunity, I would Giga drain your Cherish Balls any day of the week. Hit me up, whenevs.
That's an excellent choice, Donald. Our editor actually kind of looks like Wolfie if he was ugly and unsuccessful. Game Producer 6 is built like a Cleffa fused with a chime echo, whereas Wolfie could catch this super rod any day. What about yourself, Joe?
Well, my favorite PokeTuber is my brother in Christ, Shofu. That man's Wi-Fi battles were crispy back in the day. I like all of his content, and if he ever needed, I would offer him my mother's birth canal on site. His bars are absolutely fuego, and his Pokemon ciphers are better than 99% of other rap artists and collaborations. I've signed up to be on the next Pokemon cipher. If you guys want to hear a verse I wrote.
You got less bars than Mahogany City Joe, but sure, I don't really give a flying Pikachu anymore. Go ahead, spit some urethra water real quick. One time for the one time.
You snipper whoppers, it's DJ Blowy. Call me Cramorant because I'm about to gobble these rats' paws. I got flame on the brain, infern aped is what they call me. I monkey around like Barack, you got that prankster
Hey,
like a
you what the
cleft
fuck?
key.
Joe, you son of an ambipom, I know I did not hear what I just heard.
I thought you were the son of an ambipom, Barack.
I miss the good old days when Joe would orgasm over a Swalot. This racism is just so out of pocket. Like the rest of the series, really. But God almighty, you have to be a different kind of twisted to enjoy a series like this. Even more messed up to create it, actually, the more I think about it.
Not to mention that opening bar was for alligator cheeks. I was going to ask the viewers to try get Shofu to react to it by sharing it. But I'm just more embarrassed than anything right now.
Oh, Poppy Swallow, come to me and make me come to you. Speaking of cheeks, I would stuff his diamond-studded stomach with my clove stick and blow him up like a wheezing. Wheeze, wheeze.
Get Ziggy out of there, Barack. You've already claimed one life this episode. Is that not enough?
You guys do know we have a rule where if a Swalot kills one of our Pokemon, it doesn't count, right? They literally get sent to the purple haze heaven where all a Swalot stands aspire to be. In fact, I think if it wipes our entire team, we win the Nuzlocke challenge completely. Try it now, Barack.
What kind of sick pleasure are you getting from all of this, Joe? I will absolutely not be letting Swalot claim any lives today.
Well, he just killed 40 million right there.
I mean, I will not be letting him claim any more lives.
You can still store 40 mil in the tank? That's pretty impressive, Joe, for someone like you.
To be fair, Donald, it's only thanks to the pump chump slump god himself, Leonardo da Vinci. He trained me on how to store more semen in the sea of men down under, if you know what I'm saying. He also taught me how to use a hidden blade, but I gave up that assassin life pretty quickly.
Speaking of, does anyone know if they're still making Assassin's Creed games nowadays? I gave up after Black Flag. The series was just getting too convoluted and seemed more like a cash grab as time went on.
Well, apparently there's a new service type of game called Assassin's Creed Infinity that acts more like a progressive story and expansion, kind of like Grand Theft Auto Online and Fortnite. It just gets continuous updates or something. I'm not really sure that's all I know.
I prefer the earlier game, Ass in Your Sister's Mouth, Brotherhood of Gangbanging Shadows. I was one of the main characters in Act 3 of the story.
If I could just understand 10% of what you're saying, Joe, I'd be happier than a why not. My plan is to just dunk on everyone coming up with Osama and make a quick stop to the Pokemon Center. We got lucky enough to pick up a water stone so we can actually evolve Wagma this episode. Doesn't that make you want to punch a Ralts right in the face?
Not really. Bruised babies work very ineffectively for child labor.
Wait, I forgot again. What did we name our Poliwhirl again, guys?
What, you mean Slicema?
Slicema balls. Wait, fuck me. That's not how it was meant to go at all. Damn you, Joe.
Do you even understand who you are talking to, boys? Ninja may have contracted and popularized Ligma, but I was the one who created it. 5,000 years ago, what do you think wiped out the dinosaurs? A puny rock on fire from outer space? Reality check. It was Ligma. Oh, you think Ligma is your ally, but you merely adopted the Ligma. I was born in it, molded by it.
Posting Ligma in 2023? That's Omega cringe, Joe. I thought you knew better. Plus, you just completely ruined one of the best movie quotes of all time.
You know, there's a joke just waiting to happen about you being the Batman or something, Barack, but that's just low-hanging fruit. So low it's rubbing off my middle nut kind of low, and I have standards, so I ain't going there today.
Standards? The fuck? Referencing controversial topics that still plague the earth today and constantly admitting to genocide and pedophilia is all perfectly fine, but calling Barack Batman is a line you don't dare to cross? This series continues to surprise me. Holy and mega yanker.
Wow, really couldn't ask for a better evolution than this.
Give me Lapras.
Sorry, boss man, just had to climb 98 sets of stairs to witness this massive dub from the top floor. Our first fully evolved starter Pokemon of the run.
And a freaking amazing one at that. Blastoise is hands down one of the best and simultaneously most underrated starters of all time. Catapult Turtle is ready to OTK the opponent, bitches.
Run away, you hate to see it. Our two turtle Pokemon can flee with no issues. That's ironic. But those stats all around are incredibly well balanced. I can't pick out a single bad stat he has. Wagma has become a jack of all trades, master of none, which isn't too bad considering we didn't have anybody like that before. Finally, we are making fucking moves with the team to keep up with the power level of our legendaries. We have 2 more encounters left before we sign off for the day, so hopefully they will be a highlight of this episode also.
It's just going to be another 2 water types. Why should we even bother? I can't wait for Squirtle and Octillery.
I was thinking more Articuno and Mantine.
Damn, you boys are both onto something. The next one I feel like it isn't quite an Articuno, Joe. Similar in some ways, but not at all in others.
Oh, it's a blue little birdie, isn't it? It's a goddamn Latios, isn't it? I would let him drop a Draco in the fissure of my ass crack. I can't wait. I'm over the Pokemon moon.
The fuck?
Fucking Azelf AIDS, what is this? This worthless excadrill anal liquor can go packing back to the North Pole. The only person going around with a big white sack handing out presents to kids should be me with my aura spheres and 40 million seamen. I saw that Wagma learn rock throw get that ziggy wiggy waggy bastard in here now to obliterate this piece of shit.
Calm down, Joe. We can't afford to kill any of our potential captures. I hate MFs who kill off their wild encounters in a Nuzlocke just because that Pokemon is perceived to be bad. I'm starting to realize every creature has its use, you know?
Where was this Donald Dickinson when he encountered Electabuzz, huh? You murdered that TCG tyrant for absolutely no reason. We could have used an electric type back then.
Obviously, I was talking about every Pokemans except Electabuzz. Who the hell likes that sweaty Yeti asshole?
Personally, I prefer Magmar's reaming, steaming backdoor. I also love that his head is shaped like a booty. He could flame body my cock down the side of the old chateau whenever he wants with that gyat.
Quick reminder that the giveaway is still on at the moment. For a chance to win up to $100 in Nintendo eShop and Steam cards, be sure to check out the last episode. It takes literally 2 minutes to do and is free to enter, and is the best way to support the channel besides donating. We have also set up a Buy Me a Coffee account if you'd like to donate. Link is in the description, and there's a post explaining why exactly it was made. Enough sappy shit. Balls, 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 balls.
Excuse my French, but what the scheisse was that? Did Joe just spam the balls chant on main right now? The sad part being it actually worked? Just when you think you know someone.
The balls chant has never let us down before, Donald. Why are you even surprised? I'm going to call this Fluffer Christmas. Generic as hell, I know, but I was just thinking ahead about the forthcoming videos in relation to timing and scheduling, and at the pace we are going, we will probably finish this playthrough before the weeks of Christmas. Hopefully this series is done before like the 7th of December, because our editor's job is going to consume his life after that day. That's why he should quit and get a real job, like being the president. It's not even that hard. Donald was able to scrape by without many complaints.
Bro, you work on a farm. Get your literal corn-looking ass out of here. Back to the game. This song is so amazing. It mixes all sorts of weird emotions together to create this melancholic piece and gets you questioning this area. What happened to the people on the abandoned ship? How did it end up so tattered and torn? The song has also a creepy undertone that give you that walking over someone's grave type of shiver. Jinkies!
I had a feeling this is what you two were trying to predict, my fellow students. Going off my calculations here, just a singular great ball should be enough to capture this Remy boy's Remy Remoraid.
Fetty Barack in the building. He's like, hey, what's up? Hello. This little guy has drought, which is insane. We can literally start the weather wars 2 generations early if we feel like it.
You're right, Donald. We can literally build whichever type of weather team will benefit us the most for the final gyms, which is incredibly handy. I'm going to call this little guy Legends, because this video is in fact sponsored by
Nobody. This video is sponsored by nobody because our content is too crude. Shouldn't we tone down the harshness a bit, guys? I like having money, you know.
Just because our advertisers are limited doesn't mean we can't gain any beneficial ones, Sleepy Joe. We can still get Manscaped ads, and they can send you a ball sack shaver, perhaps.
Oh, penetrate me upside down Malamar style. Never mind. If any hair shaving product companies are out there, I need a fucking lawnmower to cut the grass around my sizzling sausage. Last time I tried to do it, I whipped out the hedge trimmers, and those bastards broke off after 3 clean cuts. It's like a tang growth down there. I seriously need help.
You need help in more ways than one, Joey. Say, boys, anyone got any plans for the weekend?
As I said earlier, Barack, I plan to just monkey around like yourself.
I promise you, I will send you to the planet of the apes one of these days. I'll neutral B donkey punch you right through the Milky Way.
This is why he calls you a manky Barack. For myself, I just plan to stay up all night to get lucky Daft Punk style. Will that lead to massive sleep deprivation? Yes. Do I give a cryogonal fuck? Absolutely not. It's been a long week, boys. Let's just end it on a positive note this time, okay?
You're totally right, Donald. Let's just be grateful this episode wasn't a total massacre and pray to whatever pokey god is out there that we get through the rest of the game smooth sailing.
All right, time for me to take a short 15-hour power nap.
Time for a cheeky McDonald's Mac Sippy Cup.
Yo, everybody. It's me, your favorite American rapper, Joe Ryda. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sapphire. We've got a ton of new encounters and areas to explore today, thanks to my favorite HM Surf. So today we will be sailing the seas in search of some powerful items and treasures. How are you today, my brothers from another mother?
I'm good, Joe. Grabbing your Route 134 encounter here, I see. Good way to start the video.
Sup, boys? I'm doing pretty well. Let's get this episode off to an electrifying start, yes?
Kill him! Eviscerate him!
Allow me to demonstrate how to catch an Electabuzzy. Even if our whole team dies, I will catch this thing, mark my words.
Start unmarking those words because he is a level 33 with sheer cold. Do you want to roll a 30% chance to lose 4 Pokemon in a row?
I don't know about you, but I don't like any of these guys.
Joe!
Okay, fine. Wagma has run away so I can safely escape this 6-fingered freak. I don't want to hear you spout some nonsensical nonsense, Donald, that I couldn't catch this guy. If I genuinely didn't care about the team, I would have let whoever had to die just to prove to you I'm better at you than catching an Electabuzz.
What? Joe, I can't say shit about catching that yellow furry fuck, so why would I rub it in your face? You are literally a better player than me in every way. I can't deny that. I had an epiphany recently that I need to stop dissing you guys when you are clearly leaps and bounds ahead of my skill level. Well, I mean, Barack, don't get me wrong, you were literally choking harder than an evolved Machop last episode, but why should I bring you down over that? We all need to work together to make the magic happen, right? Who's with me?
I agree, Donald. We need to stop our bitching and focus our punches on this Pokemon game more than ever right now. Joe, I have to say you are literally the GOAT. Your gameplay has always been like a Daru Maka, pure fire.
Finally, I'm getting the goddamn respect I deserve. You two chums aren't so bad yourselves. I just happen to be bringing my A game to all of these videos. Mama didn't raise no bitch, though I only realized that back in 493 BC. Anyways, I'm swinging by New Mauville to get some more items and encounters, but this filler episode will be just as good as the G8 arc.
And what a fantastic arc that was, best buddy. Say, could you sign my poster of you that I have hung up in my room as soon as you get the chance? Just please don't judge me when you see what photo it is or when I tell you the things I've done to it.
I'm not surprised about your naked celebrity crush poster of me, Donnie, but wait until we get our encounter.
What the hell is that thing? I don't think I've ever seen that Pokemon before.
Its name is Armaldo, but its code name is Gay Porn. He's got a very unique ability with its own set of rules and fun interactions in battle. About 34 of them, I believe. Just look up Gay Porn, Rule 34 on Google, and you'll probably see the full list of effects.
All right, bet. Alexa, look up the 34 rules of gay porn on Google.
Thanks, you slimy Pichu rat bastard. Now my Alexa is telling me something absolutely diabolical about a Vaporeon. I wish to discuss this no further.
I actually hate that copy pasta. Such a cool monster destroyed by the horny community. What a damn shame.
Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male, human, and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon
Wow,
is the
look at
most...
that Joe. Let's go back to sucking you off. You're the greatest, the finest, the bestest. I literally want to be you when I'm older, Mr. President.
Here comes Daddy.
Here we go with the sus shit. Joe, we talked about this. You cannot be calling digital kaijus your daddy. That is an absurdly wild kink that you should keep with your mistresses. Barack and I don't want to hear about it.
What? It's a reference to Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Special Episode number 2, where we get insight into Guildmaster Wigglytuff's childhood and how he got along with an Armaldo, who he ultimately looked up to. This Armaldo was a criminal, unbeknownst to the young Igglybuff at the time, but the two went on so many memorable explorations together. It inspired Igglybuff to become the great explorer we know them as today. That shiz had my heart weeping, yo. Anyways, you sick fucks, I called this guy Daddy because he was literally like a father figure to the child prodigy. Why do you always gotta make me out to be some sort of freaky, deaky abomination?
Damn, I know what you mean, Joe. That special episode was low-key a tearjerker, I can't lie. Surprisingly, a wholesome nickname coming from you.
Thank you, Barack. I genuinely love that Armaldo and his character arc. I do always wonder about the Guildmaster, though. What type of adventures did he go on as a rookie explorer? Or even as a Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff before establishing the guild? By the way, guys, there's some static encounters in New Mauville here that will be randomized. Will we count those as separate encounters, or are they fair game too?
Well, we already encountered a Plusle, which is Dupe's Claws anyway, but normally I say all static encounters can be caught. How about for this run we limit it to just one?
That's fair, Donald, you population bombing Q-Fant looking ass. One more encounter in this area, and we will leave it at that for the statics. Thank God we have Wagma with Runaway, otherwise some of these wild Pokemon would actually end up being a threat. These wild Pokemon being level 30 for this portion of the game is actually a nice challenge, but I kind of regret lowering the trainer's level so low. 20% makes them feel really weak in comparison to the wild mons we can regularly grind off of, you know what I'm saying?
Yet you two idiots still regularly lose team members. Anyway, quiet down, you loud red lumpers. It's time for another encounter.
Oh shit, so that's what the Guildmaster was doing during their teenage years, hanging around in an underground power plant. I think I know what you're gonna nickname this guy if you catch him, Joe.
Cheap fuck! Ah, cheap fuck! This guy is a cheap fuck. I'm calling him cheap fuck. Black Friday sale looking ass. Discounted because he's missing his goofy ah parts looking ass.
What is this? The one-hit KO showcase episode? Are we going to encounter a mind reader plus Fisher Teddy Ursa next? At least Legends is 2 levels higher than this pink punk, so he's unaffected by horn drill at least. But still, what a load of horse shit, I must say.
Joe's luck is slowly starting to run out. I'm starting to worry about our team once again. Please don't let anybody else die, Giuseppe.
But please at least try to catch him Cotton-Eyed Joe.
You see this cheap fuck going for the horn drill again? Even though it doesn't affect us. This jiggly wiggly shit is so lucky that I don't kill it right now. I told you boys I was on to something when I said all Iggly buffs should die. As Hitler once said, exterminate all the buffs, puffs, and toughs.
You know life is going downhill when you start quoting Hitler.
You know I had a few chats with him pre-World War II. He was surprisingly nice, had beautiful bright blue eyes, but my God, he always smelled so bad. I would always buy him aftershave and deodorant for his birthday. That dude was so gassy. Anyway, yeah, cheap fuck is what this titty impersonator is being called, and I don't want to hear a goddamn word about that battle. May Wagma rest in piss.
Rip in pepperoni, sweet prince of Persia. Speaking of, look, it's the yellow flute, a useful flute if we were playing with items on. But alas, we have to put up with the stupid confusion hacks now in every battle. I love how powerful they are in a normal playthrough. They're more broken than a freshly encountered Koraidon.
Let's be honest, the flutes, which includes my penis, are more broken than a Cubone. You go ahead and wear the skull of your unalived mother and tell me you aren't emotionally unfixable.
Don't worry, guys. I can fix her. Just leave the sweet talking to me and I'll be married to that depressed Cubone in a heartbeat.
You cannot fix her, Joe. You are not that guy. I'm sorry to shatter your confidence like that, but it's true. You've got to accept that you can't fix every female you come across in life. You're not a fixer-upper, you're not Bob the Builder, and you are most certainly not the vacuum cleaner man.
He's seen my tits.
That's great, Obama, but let me fix this run real quick and not lose peak to this stupid Ledian. That would be a disgrace to all the fans who are rooting for us. We've come so far, yet victory road in the champion seems so far away. Do we really have what it takes to be a master of Pokemon? Like, do we even have the skills to be number one?
Well, let me reassure you, Joe, by saying something wild. I want to take the ultimate step, while also finding the courage to be bold.
Oh, hell no. If you think I'm going to start quoting such a bum-ass song, you've got another thing coming, you ultra beasts. That opening is worse than Shiny hunting a starter in Sun and Moon. Why do they have to make a big fucking song and dance about receiving your first Pokemon? Bring it back to the good old days where you pick a Pokeball and 10 seconds later you're battling with this guy against your douchebag rival or in the wild for survival. But no, in Gen 7 I have to wait over 3 minutes just to see if my Litten is a non-racist color. As the saying goes, if the kitty ain't white, say goodnight.
Or, if the owl ain't dark green, start sipping that dank lean.
Make sure that Poplio's dark blue. If not, start fucking a paralyzed Pikachu. That's my personal favorite.
Okay, now you're not even remotely making sense, Donald. Electric types can't be paralyzed after Gen 6, so what you're saying doesn't even logically add up. What a moron!
Say goodbye to Harry Mama.
Oh, that's a good one, Joe. Harry Mama instead of Harryama. That is officially the pokey-pun of the episode. Good job, you relic and agent prick.
I can't believe I've done all this work to get through this dungeon in record time, and nobody is complimenting me right now. I literally wrapped this place up like my team of Dragonites from Red and Blue, and even used the run button without throwing up from dizziness. Yet I hear no applause. What happened to calling me a legend and a mythical? Huh?
Well, to be fair, Joe, you lost Wagma. That's a pretty big hit to your credibility right now. I'm not saying you're on fraud watch, but I'm just going to wait and see how the rest of this episode plays out. If you make it to the Weather Institute by the end of this episode without losing anyone else, I will cement you as the greatest Pokemon player of all time. How does that sound?
I second that statement from young Goose over here. All my future sight is showing me as an image. I can barely make it out, but I think it is Dick Shop putting in God's work. He obviously pops off this episode. I can see he goes on a rampage, so please be wise in using him, JoJo, and don't let him die. I see he gets a pretty broken move next level up, too, so keep that in mind.
You septile suckers better be ready to praise me as Lord Biden by the end of my play session. Did nobody notice I picked up leftovers a minute ago? Are you two scrolling on your iPods again, going through Instabook? Well, what about this item?
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
I know. Thank you.
That is seriously a game changer. Holy Tropius banana, is this for real?
You're welcome, boys. I'll take that Pokemon Player of the Year award whenever you guys are ready. I think I'm gonna cry. Wah!
Hush, Joe. Will you quiet down for a second? There's a Cinderace on X who's having a massive OnlyFans sale. Rabbitfoot picks for $30. What a bargain. Call me a bug type because I'm weak to this fiery bunny and I'm about to volbeat my schlong. It's super effective.
But my loving friends, I just got us another EXP share. Isn't that cool? Aren't I just the bestest? And look, I got TM24, which is superpower. That is sweet. I'm going to teach it to Wagma.
You let Wagma get fucking buried by a horn drill, Sleepy Joe cut the stupid shit and save that beast of a move later. Speaking of beast, damn Obama, this bunny got me bricked up. Yowzers! I don't want to let off a water spout yet, but the water pulse is already on the way. God, I love you, Elon, for bestowing this on the timeline. For real.
I'm pulling up X on my 8th monitor. Hold the Pori phone for a second. That Cinderace is a boy. You can see his ferret sticking out of his boxers in the 3rd photo. Wait a second. That's our fucking editor in a furry costume. You two are getting bricked up like a stack attacker over our fucking editor. Oh, hell nah. That is another level of down bad boys. I'm so ashamed of you right now. Repent for your sins.
I respect the hustle. If I was a year younger, I'd be doing the exact same thing as that gorgeous creature. Just withdraw Daddy and go around collecting items, Joe, will you? Donald and I will be busy for a second.
Guys, to rescue Game Producer 6 from having to sell his body online to these two creeper peepers, make sure to subscribe to the channel. A simple like and sub will be enough support to show GP that he doesn't have to do these cringy TikTok dances in a furry suit for the series to grow. You know it's bad when a male Cinderace doesn't even arouse me in the slightest.
Oh, for God's sake. He just deleted his OF page now because the viewers subscribe to his YouTube. That is pure ass in a bucket. Bud Dew in a blender. Driftloon at a birthday party. Raw dog and non-pog dog shit. You always have to ruin the fun, Joe.
Nice to see the Biden ball swinger is back in full force this episode. Does your evilness know no bounds, little Joe Peep? I hope your flock of sheep perish.
I'm just going to surf around a little bit, as you said, Barack my nibble nobbler and grab an item or two, then I'll proceed surfing west to continue the story. Guess I'll ask my comment question for the video.
What direction is west? Don't tell me that's Kanye's new tormented baby.
Don't think about it too hard, Donald. Anyway, my question is actually in relation to the new Pokemon games. Are you going to be purchasing the Teal Mask DLC for when it releases on September 13th? I will definitely be getting it. These new areas and expanded stories will definitely have more polish in it than the base game, which is all Scarlet and Violet were missing, really. Dipplin is going to be my dipper for real.
Fuck you, man!
And I'm honestly just excited to see what Pokemon will be brought back onto the Switch in glorious high definition. I have a feeling it's going to be DLC of the year. I can't wait.
Whoa, slow down there, Weepy Joe. You need to pass me off to your dealer. Because that copium is extra strong that you're puffing on. You cannot say high definition and switch in the same sentence. That is false advertising. DLC of the year for a Pokemon game, I wouldn't mind, but you know, this year we got like 1 billion Splatoon 3 free updates. PD Piranha returned in Mario Kart 8 with some cool tracks, and Monolith Soft casually dropped a Peak Story expansion for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Future Redeemed is literally one of the greatest DLCs of all time. That's a goddamn actual factual.
Okay, no need to go on a gamer rant, Donald, you alpha Rapidash built shit. Are you getting the DLC then, or is that a no?
Of course I'm not. That would mean I would have to buy Scarlet or Violet in the first place. And I'm not supporting Gamefreak's lazily developed games. Otherwise, they'll just abuse that undying fan base and continue to make subpar games.
Hold on to a Carablast cock for a second. A few episodes ago, you said the final battle against the AI professors was your favorite Pokemon track of all time. Doesn't that mean you played through the game and beat the final boss?
What? No, of course not. I found that song in a playlist on YouTube called Hype Pokemon Music to help you ladder Pokemon Showdown. That song came on and I shit you not, I reverse 6-0'd Freeze-Eye in a clutch King Gambit sweep. Since then, it's been ride or die with that song.
Oh, wow, a King Gambit sweep. How very technical and skillful of you, Donnie. No one has ever won a match like that before.
I could beat you in chess or King Gambit dittos, Joe, so stop the hating, you clef key cock blocker.
Wow, okay, I guess Donald's answer is a no then. As for me, I will be getting it, but more so because I want to see what the Indigo Disc is all about when it releases in winter this year. It seems to be the finale of S&V's story as well as an expansion on the lore of terrestrialization. Plus, there are rumors to say that there is some connection to Generation 5 remakes or possibly a Legends-type game because of a certain character in that DLC. And Gen 5 is one of my favorites, so I'm excited to see what that's all about.
And here we go with the Gen 5 nonsense. If you guys put a gun to my head and asked me to list 3 good things about Generation 5, I would tell you 2 things. 1, the fact it is based off of the US is based, and of course I love it for that. 2 is that Braviary was born from that generation, who is my favorite Pokemon of all time and represents America's freedom. But then I would proceed to pull the trigger myself, because that is literally the only 2 good things that originate from Black and White. It's ironic Trubbish was introduced in those games, because that's exactly what they are too.
It's also ironic that you're such a lousy bitch, Donald, but you don't see anyone talking about that, do you? Your opinion on Gen 5 is honestly worse than Lei Chonk Poo Poo. I remember when we were lining up outside of GameStop and your eyes had that bright glint inside them. What happened to that positive Donald? Where did that childlike wonder go?
What happened, you say? Well, I talked to Bianca for 8 seconds. I encountered a lily pup that wiped my Oshawott out. I fell asleep during the first introduction of Team Plasma. I started to feel like you, Joe. So I did what any sane man would do in this situation. I proceeded to head smash my DSi until shards of glass from the dual screens were stuck in my forehead. I told the doctor the full story. She gave me the crispiest fist bump. 2010 was such a wild time, huh?
Are you stoned, Donald? Women can't be doctors. They can only be nurses. I wouldn't trust a bitch with my heart transplant that I get done every century.
Speaking of stoners, there he is, folks. The king of getting stoned, Stephen Stone Journer himself. Legend has it his Mega Evolution item was meant to be the skin wrapped around a blunt. Mega Metagross was also meant to be holding 4 freshly lit Zazas and gain the fire typing. Unfortunately, the game would have been rated T for teens, so they scrapped that plan and gave him a stupid-ass stick pin instead.
Man, I miss Squad, don't you guys?
Squad was a noble sacrifice, Joe piss off, and let me rewind this back for a second. How would including that quadruple loud pack only have gotten the game a T for teen rating? Why not M for mature?
Because more teens actually smoke weed every day compared to the average 21 and above adult. It's a sad fact, but it's a reality we unfortunately have to deal with.
Damn, that is some messed up Skaroopy shit. I didn't know that was an actual statistic, Obama. Source?
My source is, I made it the fuck up. Get wrecked, Dolan, you starving my boss, you fuck.
Thank Arceus I'm a capable player because the ridiculous stuff you guys come out with is so annoying half the time. I'm trying to concentrate and keep Osama alive. If I start going along with you chuckle fucks and let my gameplay go into autopilot, well, you know, Osama, autopilot, you know what would happen.
Kaboom!
Womp womp.
You two better grow up and get out of your silly little ha-ha moods because this game is no joke. This is life or death. You don't know the feeling of getting horn drilled and having to suck it up because the game cannot defeat you. Not like this. This game is nothing. My mental state is so impressive they call my brain Mesprit. My emotions are fine-tuned. This game will not break me.
Hey, Joe, guess what?
What is it, Obama?
Your dick looks like a watchog.
Rip Bozo.
Shut up, Barack. I don't have time for your games, you dark rye.
Why do you call me that, Joe? Is it because I am a badass or because I regularly give nightmares to kids by bombing their hometowns and stealing them away from their families?
You regularly do what now, Barack?
Nah, homie, it's because you're black.
Hey, yo! What the gligar? Ain't no way bro said that. He's looking for the smoke now. It might be over for him.
All right, the gloves are off. No more silly, goofy ha-ha mode. I'm gonna spin your block like a Hiss-Ooian Lilligant. I'll get the drop on you like a Swoobat and punch your lights out like a Hitmonchan versus a Lantern.
What are you trying to say, Barack? Are you not black now? Am I missing something?
No, you're not wrong. Let me be clear. I am still black, but the way you're saying it
Then shut the fuck up when your master's speaking. Biatch! I'm literally just stating pure facts. No printer. I see you as black, I call you black. Simple. I see Donald as a fat gargantuoso Snorlax. I call him a fat gargantuoso Snorlax, plain and simple. Go back to your farm, you ungrateful Dino-looking ass.
Whoa, whoa, slow down there, you Aloma Mola rider. Don't bring me into this. I was just sitting on the sidelines. Don't be hitting me with these strays.
Sitting on the sidelines because you always get benched. Why am I not even surprised anymore, you gimme goo gulper?
The power is really getting to his head. Let's dial it back a bit, Joe. Things are resembling a heat more here with how hot this burn intention is. I know Osama has been cooking, but now he's sleeping like a time bomb. He will get his chance to blow again soon, but maybe it's Dick Shop's turn to bring in some shmoney.
Fair point, Barack. A stab surf in the rain? Ain't nobody living that. Send your strongest soldiers. I bet they getting washed for free.
Hopefully I don't get dissed for contributing to the conversation, but up north, you have your Route 119 Encounter Joe. Don't forget it, because this is when the power scaling starts to get a little crazy.
Oh, thanks, Donnie. I actually totally forgot. If you hadn't said that, I might have accidentally killed any wild Pokemon. It's the route with the never-ending rain, right? At least there is a visual indicator for when it changes to that route. So I'll be Gucci to catch whatever we run into.
Okay, guys, based off this battle, I know what's going to happen next episode. Enjoy these happy days while they last.
What the fuck? Why is it always when it's my turn you just casually drop some cryptic narc shit like this Barack? What did your advanced observation tell you this time?
Don't forget to pick the citrus berries, Joe. Sorry, that was my farmer side coming out of me there for a second. And Donald, it's actually got nothing to do with my fortune-telling abilities, but rather next episode will be slightly different for the series going forward. I think it'll be a much appreciated change, but I promise you guys it's nothing to be worried about. It's also got nothing to do with the fact that Dick Shop dies next episode. Oh, fuck! Spoilers!
No shot. No way he just said the spoiler, then put the tag at the end of the sentence. Barack, tell me it's a lie. I like Dick Shop. Please tell me he doesn't actually die next episode.
This is your one and only out, Obama? Say it was just a prank, please.
Screw y'all believe what you want at this rate. All I'm going to say is you better make this capture worth it, Joe, just to be safe.
Oh, it is so Jover. Wait, we are so back! Day 97 of commenting that Game Producer 6 should hack in a Lapras for Joe to catch. All those comments on the compilations were worth it. I'm actually going to use Make It Rain on My Pants.
I don't know why Joe thinks this is hacked. This is the purest Colombian luck I've ever seen.
Wait, Barack, I didn't forget your first vision. You said Dick Shop goes on a rampage, which he hasn't so far. Don't tell me we fucking axe this Lapras from existence.
Oh, heck no, Donald. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home.
That's amazing.
Hold on, something ain't right. My visions have gotten blurry.
Wait a minute, guys. I think I've figured it all out. Dick Shop will go on a massacre this episode, as you said, Barack. You were right. You never said it was going to be our Dick Shop. I've cracked the code.
There are only two things that are cracked here. That Lapras and Dick Shop's skull. As much as I would love to catch this guy, my heart is absolutely breaking right now.
And now is not the best time to mention it, Joe, but yes, this is another Generation 1 water type that we can catch. I really can't think of many left that we don't have, but we lost a Whiskash for an arguably better monster all around. Don't let his doomed desire go to waste, and please play as calculated and carefully as you can to snag this sucker.
It's so hard to fight these inner demons who want me to click Vine Whip. They seek revenge for my #1 solo hit, Dick Shop, now streaming on iTunes and Amazon Music.
I literally have a fucking demon living inside of me. If you're struggling right now, you wouldn't be able to survive a day with Sukuna tormenting you from the inside. He keeps bumping the same 4 Eminem songs on repeat at full volume, and it's irritating as balls.
You also lost the bet, Joe. Nobody has to call you the GOAT because you slaughtered not 1 but 2 invaluable team members before making it to the Weather Institute. Don't become a weatherman anytime soon, best buddy.
Donald is spitting fuego.
I'm actually so depressed right now, I thought I was the GOAT, but really I'm just a sham. I'm going to call this dummy. Lap or ass ? I swear it's funny, but right now everything is pain. So maybe it will make me kerfuffle next episode. I have no energy to continue, so I'm going to save outside this chick's house. Any final words, guys, because I sure as heckle don't have or want to say any.
Joe, don't let it get to you. You're still the GOAT in my heart, and to be fair, those were probably the 2 most reasonable deaths so far in the series. A one-hit KO move and transform? And from 2 Pokemon you had to try and catch on top of that? How is a man meant to combat that? Don't beat yourself up over that, chum.
Donald's right. The game went full-on cheese mode and sandwiched you relentlessly. Next time we continue the adventure, Donald is going to go ham. I just know it.
Sigh, no, it's raining all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like or comment or share this video to maybe cheer me up from such a rough session. I'll see you all next time and stay awesome.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sapphire. Today, I, Donald J. Goat King Trump Ketchum, will be making my way downtown to the Weather Institute, possibly walking fast. Team Aqua are up to no good, so it's time for the greatest trio to put a stop to their antics. What's good, guys?
I'm great, Donald. I have a surprise for you in this first battle. I hope you enjoy it.
Great, now I'm worried. Why do you always do this, Barack? As if my day couldn't get any worse.
Just sweet crust! What the hurtier hell is this? Barack, explain.
Well, you see, boys, while I was sitting alone in my basement last night, listening to the literal screams of the voices in my head, I was reflecting on our journey so far. I've been enjoying this playthrough, but I couldn't help think there was something missing. After a lot of consideration, I knew what it was from the last episode. Heartbreak, watching 2 of our favorites die because of Joe's shitty play. It enlightened me. It got me excited. It got my rock hard. My lust for blood was fulfilled. So naturally, I hacked into your computer, Trump, and boosted the enemy Pokemon levels back up by 20% to around their original levels. Yahoo! Aren't you both over the Pokemon moon?
Oh, but when I go down to my basement to listen to the voices and cries of, please let me go, where's my family? Everybody uses judgment on me. I see how it is, you racists.
The difference is Barack's voices are in his head. Yours are really trapped in your basement, Joe. Anyway, Mario Obama, are you serious? Why would you want to inflict more pain and suffering on us after the last few episodes? We've lost so many lives as it is.
Come now, Donald, what's a few more scores to the tally? Also, what do we think about this evolution?
I wish you'd ask me to come now, Barack. I can show you that my practice is really paying off. This duck ain't even gold. I always said Pokemon should have stopped after Generation 1 because the newer names and designs are so convoluted and ridiculous. Like, what is this non-gold fuck even meant to represent?
Ironically, he represents stupidity. Starting a petition to re-nickname this guy Sleepy Joe.
Wait a damn minute, boys. We are so back. We've got Drought again. That Groudon was foreshadowing. I knew it. His stats aren't even bad either. He's pretty balanced across the board. Thunderwave is great for crippling the opponent anyway, so this guy may just turn out to be the legend his name preludes to. Which is ironic because this episode is sponsored by...
Nobody, absolutely nobody. Our editor is poor and is back doing his OF sale, this time dressed as a Rillaboom, which is more up my alley, I'm not gonna lie. Just a quick reminder that there's a Buy Me a Coffee page in the description for anyone who's willing to donate. Or you can leave a super chat in the comments below to support the making of this series. Let's just say if there was a theoretical program used to possibly emulate our presidential voices, it isn't free to use and costs quite a bit to make every episode. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So any support from the community would be appreciated. If you aren't willing to donate, go use high jump, kick off, sky arrow, bridge, ya bum.
Joe, relax, my guy. What has gotten into you? I heard you say you weren't feeling too good today. What's the matter? You feeling a little drowsy?
Other way around, Donald. A little drowsy is feeling me. His hands are doing some good jobs, if you know what I mean.
That is an image I really don't need in my mind. But in all seriousness, what's up, Joe? We're all friends here. We can talk about these things because we have much non-homosexual love for each other. Well, I feel that way. I don't know about you weirdos.
Weirdos?
Friends? I meant friends! Anyway, tell us what's going on. Feeling a little crabby?
Again, a little crabby is feeling me, but I'm not even into it at the moment. Like he's going to town on me right now, I might not make it out alive. But it still ain't cheering me up.
What? It sounds like you struck the treasure of Pleasure Joe. For as long as I've known you, you've always gone on about getting freaky and geeky with a crabby to make yourself feel like a kingler. But now the day has come, and you are not even enjoying it in the slightest? All right, shit, you're clearly beyond depressed. I don't think anyone can help you. Sorry, not sorry.
Your best friend gets depressed, while a 1-foot crab annihilates him. And this is how you respond? That doesn't sound like bestie behavior to me, Joe. I'll just email my bestie CV to you again, since your dog ate the last one I sent in the post.
Excuse me now, what dog?
Oh, you haven't heard. Joe got 2 new dogs a few weeks ago when this series started. He called one of them Entei, after our Entei called Dog and the other called Stoutland. Or was it Stalin? I don't remember, I get mixed up between the two. But anyway, I mailed my bestie resume to Joe recently, listing all the reasons why I should be his bestie. My skills in curling hair, seeing the future, above average schlong, yada, 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 yada. But lo and behold, Stalin ate the 53-page application when Joe wasn't home. Isn't that such a shame?
Damn, Osama is putting in work. I'm proud of you, Donald. Let's forget about this depressing topic and make like a reboot and run.
Wait a second, Obama, did you not know that Joe has skillage? Wait, shit, that's not the right disease. I meant he has eczema through a pet allergy. You're telling me you didn't know this basic fact about Mr. Biden? Pretty sure Julius fucking Caesar even knew that.
Nani, is this true, Joel?
I didn't want you to find out this way, Barack, you impidimp dick loser, but it's true. I'm not currently accepting bestie requesties, so I shredded your stupid little novel like an abyss seeking Giratina. If you know, you know.
And if you don't know, now you know, Zigga.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Joe, can you at least sing the song to commemorate Dick Shop?
Fine. Don't blame me if you shed a few tears, though. I really miss the Dick shop. Goodbye to your really nice cock.
Okay, boys, I'm not even joking when I say this. Lapris's top 3 muns we have caught so far. Easy. Great stats all around, especially his HP, which is the most important. He's got a bad moveset, but this man has transform. We can just Shang Tsung ourselves into the opponent and batter the goddamn brakes off them with their own moveset. The ability to shapeshift could honestly come in clutch. If we come up against a Luigia, for example, we can paralyze with legends, switch out into lap or ass, then change into that beast and start sweeping these sons of stitches. I can already tell he's going to be one of my faves, that's for damn sure.
That was a beautiful analysis, Obama. I'll be sure to not let lap or ass get schmurdered on the beat. Let me just rearrange the team here a little bit. I might bring day 1 just to be safe now that all the trainers' levels have been raised. Cannot believe you flicked on hard mode while we weren't paying attention. Damn you, Monkey Dory.
Just take Boo Boo and leave day 1 Donnie. Maybe I'm acting paranoid from ingesting 5 extra iron bottles today, but I cannot stand the thought of Osama and day 1 possibly getting tombstoned in the same fight. Boys, I'm not even joking when I say this. If Osama and day 1 both unalive in the same battle, I will use Destiny Bond on a Nigerian child. You may as well sweet kiss me goodbye at that rate.
Leave Barack's kids out of this, Joe. Anyway, let me give my favorite item, the amulet coin, to Snack. And then I can try to put in some work against these grunts. I know the rain being set up every fight is going to slow the game down to a puku-muku pace. But I will take any means necessary to win these fights.
Donald, I cannot believe you pronounced that name fucking flawlessly, you robotic Porygon Z-looking ass.
My ass also looks like a Porygon Z, irregularly shaped and infected.
Boo-Boo, switch on the blast burn. The rain is up anyway, so it shouldn't really do much.
Blast burn looking a little different nowadays. Donald choking Mega evolved cock looking the same though, thank God.
Now hear me out. I'm pretty sure Surf in the rain kills.
I don't care if Surf murders his entire species and clan. You're under no circumstance staying in against this fool. Literally anyone is a good switch here besides Peak. She's a little too low-leveled to be considered a reliable tanker. I know he probably has a pain in his back from carrying your weak bitch ass all episode, but maybe if you ask nicely, Osama will help you bomb this Blaze-ickin' Kentucky chicken.
Listen, Osama will do whatever I command him to, okay? Don't you dare forget who caught this explosive little guy. That's right, me. God damn it. Jumbotron D is back on top, dickheads. I would say it's getting hot in here because I want to take off all my clothes. But my brother Osama can never be hot. He's got the pumpy.
Who's pumping something hot?
Osama can never be hot. Perspiration ting fam in it.
Never taint my brother Big Shaq's words ever again. That accent was worse than your gameplay, and that is saying something.
More like Blaziken has the hydropumpy goddamn. And you set up the rain for him too, Donald? Are you using that future sight to try and wipe our whole team? Cough it up. Who paid you to start throwing like this?
Joe Mama paid me to throw, all right? Throw it back. Holla at me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Rewind that shit for a second. Did you just say Joe's mama paid you to throw it back? Oh, hell no, bro. The block button ain't enough. I want him dead.
You kind of sounded like Crash Bandicoot there, Barack, with your woes.
I was running through the 6 with my woes.
You know how that shit go? But anyway, back to Donald's chubbiness trying to twerk and somehow my mother paying for it. I will have a serious talk with her the next time I see her. Anyways, viewers, I would like you to imagine something for me right now. Close your eyes. Picture a lowly lit, mostly dark room with a single wooden chair. The chair has 3 legs. You go to sit down on the chair, but someone drags it out from underneath you and your booty hits the floor. You look up. Who is it? It's Donald Snorlax, extra large J. Trump douchebag, who's rapidly approaching you, trying to grind against your pelvis. Now open your eyes and look down. If you still have a penis, I'm sorry, but that's technically a negative growth boner. You are gay. After hearing that story, your dick should have fallen off completely or shriveled up so much that it goes completely flat against your body. I'm sorry you had to find out this way, everybody, but you're all gay. Welcome to the club.
Who is it, Raiden? Show me. Show me who did it. She kind of bad, though. Is that Frost?
You're gay, Donald. Ha 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 ha. Funny reference, though. That is one of the greatest videos of all time. Anyways, how are you finding the difficulty increase? I see you're having no trouble so far, which is reassuring.
It's a little bit of a step up, of course, but these goons are getting clowned on like that circus you used to work at Barack. I used to love that funny bit where you would just walk out into the middle of the arena. No makeup, no wacky costume. It was literally just you in a black suit. That was always my favorite part of the whole show.
I know Donald. It was always a fan favorite bit, but I never understood why. Where's the joke of me just standing there with a single spotlight on me?
Were you scratching your armpits, Barack? Were you making monkey sounds, huh? Were you peeling a banana upside down, huh? Oh, ooh, ah, ah.
Of course I fucking wasn't, Joe. Why?
Oh, well then, I don't know why people found it funny either.
You racist Galarian suckachew. I'm sure you'll be sad to hear those performance days are behind me. Now, there's nothing I enjoy more than coming home from a long whippity day and work on the farm and chilling with my 2 good friends, sometimes puffing that ganja. I've been trying to cut down on that gloomy gloom pack. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear, Joe. Now, I'm down to only 33 blunts a day. Talk about progress. How about we spark one up to celebrate, huh?
Well, here we go. I only have one thing to say to you, Obama, you druggo.
What is it, Donald? You poison-type, plump, pawn-yard, steel-wing, backwards-cap, dumbass, shadow-forcing kids like this.
Reggie Registeel.
You Persian perverts! How come every time the golems appear on the screen, you 2 malfunction and spout some extra delectable bullshit, huh? I think you 2 were red G's in a past life because you have not passed up an opportunity to do those stupid-ass noises in a hot minute.
Because it's fun, Obama, okay? What's wrong with having a bit of fun? You know what else is fun? My comment question of the day, which is this. Who is your favorite rival in all of Pokemon? That includes anime exclusives like Gary Oak and Paul.
Well, you just answered your own question there, Donnie boy. Did you forget to put on aftershave this morning? Because I will smell you later. Gary Oak was just a straight-up pimp, a babe magnet. That man pulled up to get his first Pokemon and had a squad of cheerleaders outside. How cool is that? On top of that, let's get the obvious out of the way. He is a whale lord-sized asshole, and I love that about him. You hated the way he treated Ash, but you had to respect him because he was still a better trainer in every way. He collected 10 out of 8 gym badges in Kanto, for goodness sake. He literally makes his own rules up about getting into the Grand Pokemon League. His game counterparts do not serve him justice, and don't fucking get me started on that cartoony, goofy, let's go Pikachu and Eevee twat face. Trace, I think, is his name? He is as big of a pussy as Cloyster is, and I seriously don't understand why they butchered Blue from the originals to be such a pathetic rival.
Well, given the art style and hand-holding nature of that game, is it really a surprise that your rival is a cowardice, happy-go-lucky ducky? I'm not trying to defend him here at all. He's still more of a mistake than women in power, but for the type of gaming it was, it made sense.
I understand that Joey, but I still hate his guts. To be honest, all Pokemon rivals are pretty much bent booty lickers. Even Gary's redemption arc is ridiculously dumb. He becomes a Pokemon researcher like Professor Oak, which is fine. But why did he have to become humble with Ash all of a sudden? Where's the conflict? It's so obvious when new writers took over for the anime because they themselves didn't even understand the legacy of the characters they were doing up. Long story short, all rivals are as useless as a 500 Poké-Dollar magic carp.
I agree that dickhead rivals are the best Barack because my favorite rival is Silver. Oh, look, I'm even fighting a Sneasel, which he uses on his team. I just love the fact he's another guy who's strolling about the Johto region trying to...
Sorry, what was that, Satan? Let me give you a hand purging all those souls.
What the fuck? Someone just explained to me why this diabetic clink-clang cunt keeps fucking losing our Pokemon. How is gameplay this utter Toracat shit even legal in this day and age? You're a fucking mess, Donald. Do you hear me? A worthless hunk of skunk junk. Now Baraka's gonna come back as high as a goddamn Lunala, and we have to deal with it. Why don't you just choke on a wad of cum instead, you blip bug bastard? I'm tired of it.
Hey, you good, Barack? Everything okay at home?
I'm just so sick and tired and sick and mother fucking tired of the heartbreak and pain. When is it going to end? Why do I have to be paired with two idiots for my 50th Nuzlocke run? For what grievous sin have I committed to be cast such judgment by Arceus himself? Just end it all. Put me out of my misery.
So, Joe, your favorite rival is...
May? It's fucking May. I would do outrageous things to her, but I'm not a dragon. I would plow her into the dirt, but I'm not a ground type. I'd give her my AIDS, but I'm not a poison type. I'd split my pain with her after I split her. Red Sea open and split your fucking skull wide open. I wouldn't even feel sad if you left Donald or committed sauce on the side.
Don't tempt me. I will leave if I feel like it.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. I can't even recall what happened there. Donald, did you die to a critical? I guess that is unlucky, but you know, Snack isn't the greatest defensively and has low health, so switching out should have definitely been an option on your mind. You're rushing too much. Remember, you can't see into the future if you're blinded by rage or greed or food.
How did you know I'm in my hangry mode, Obama? I apologize, but it's been 17 minutes since I last ate. Of course I'm going to play sloppily.
I have newfound hate for you, Donald. I can't stand by silently as you let our whole team get slaughtered. This is not the Pokemon adventure I signed up for. You betrayed me for the last time.
Take Osama down south and train him up a bit against the skipped trainers. I hate to use such scummy tactics, but at this point, what other choice do we have?
Fine, but I'm doing this because I want to Barack. Not because you told me you skanky manky.
I wish a Mankey would cross-chop my nuts right now. Holy shit, I hate you, Don.
All right, time to take down this bitch upstairs. Watch this all of a sudden be the easiest fight ever.
I hope so, since you can't even deal with some bum-ass grunts in the organization of Team Aqua, and now you want to fight one of their leaders? Donald was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
I love when we make obscure references, and like two people in the comments understand what it is. It makes my spritzy tickle, if you know what I mean.
You know what I love? I love when the commenters joke
I love it when you shut the fucklet up. You swan a sack. Your right to speak has been revoked. I genuinely hate you after today. Donald, go lick the dick cheese off your greasy ass fingers and toes. You crummy, cummy deadweight. Leave. Go. Nobody wants you here.
I know you just got grounded by that smackdown, Donald, but please don't let his words harm you. He's just a little upset over Snack's death, which I can't blame him for. He did catch him after all, and he was like a son to him.
Real talk, one time for the one time. I'm not feeling the vibe right now with you, Joe. Keep this up and I'm off the goddamn team and I ain't coming back.
That's all it took. Hold up. Let me cook. You're as useless as an assault vest. Why not? I'll rattle you like a pseudo-wudo. I'll shift the tree to its 5th round. Then you'll see the dot and feel the nuzzle of the leaf once this bullet seed blows. Piatch!
Damn! Everyone hide your ice types because Joe is fire blasting at anyone and everyone. Donald, I love you, brother, but I'm afraid there's no coming back from that absolute destruction you just took head on. Unplug your controller, dog.
Look, thanks to Lap or Ass, I brought Wagma back from the dead. Maybe I should play like a certain fraud and let them die again, huh? Huh? Wouldn't that be hilarious if Wagma died twice? I can't help but laugh at you, Clodsires. I'm literally the fan favorite player, and you treat me with as much respect as Barack gets from working on a rinky-dink fucking farm. You're both comedians, honestly.
This battle is comedic. Get this double substitute stalling shit off my screen. I love defensive play, don't get me wrong, but this is just purely toxic. Have a bit of dignity, Donald, and try make this battle more interesting, would you?
Literally more toxic than a grimer like yourself, Donald. Is your middle name Feebass? Because you're the ugliest motherfisher I know.
How come when I sweep 2 of her Pokemon, you're both too busy saying the shittiest rap lyrics ever made? But when I dial it back a little bit, start to plan out my strategy and utilize what I would call the optimization station, you critical hit bastards get all up in arms about my plays. Joe, you in particular are seriously getting under my skin. One look at Barack and I have to forgive his horrible roast since I'm reminded that he is black.
You zigger!
But your Pokemon white privilege ass is frustrating me. You better watch your Lunatone with me, Grandpa.
I'll soul rock your socks off, so piss right off. I've got at least 4 million plus years of life experience over you. The average Roman had bigger balls than you spinda-built fuck.
Choo-choo, here comes the optimization station, my skrunklies. I know when he's going to use disable, so I switch to signal beam so that I don't get caught in a vine whip stun lock. I literally can't believe how goated I am at this game holy banana bonkers. I bet you both just wish you were me, huh?
Physically, definitely not. Mentally, I am quite impressed, Donald. After the relentless roasting from myself and Joe, I really thought you would have broken down right now. But you're on the cusp of victory.
To be frank, Barack, I don't like hot sauce. Anyways, if I'm being honest, I am like one more diss away from becoming eternally depressed. If you could both stop attacking me like a zigzagoon, I would really appreciate that.
All is forgiven, Donnie. You know I love you. I know your limits. Quick question, though, because I'm an arrogant Excelgor and totally wasn't paying attention. But didn't we have that last Pokemon you defeated? I could have sworn we had him last episode. Who was he again?
Oh, I missed you, Dementia Joe. We are so back. Yes, we did have Blastoise in the previous episode. He was our short-lived but very prideful member, Wagma.
Wagma dick in your face. LMAFO, I'm gay. You think I'd forgive your dumbass so easily? Get jebaited. You fucking killed my son a snack, so get wrecked.
Wow, we got a Spearow. He will literally evolve in 1 level up, so that'll be a nice little event to already look forward to for the next episode.
I'm looking forward to the Donald Trump jackass arc next episode. It's really just a compilation of all the stupid, idiotic, she-notic stuff that Donald does in his regular everyday life, but with a laugh track slapped over it. That man is peak comedy to laugh at, not laugh with. God was cooking when he created this joke of a human being. Bro is man-tyke in real life. Why do you even exist?
Ah, ha, 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 ha. You're both so funny. So funny. You are right. I am trash. I am the worst one here for some reason. I have been a fool. I was blinded by the lure of adventure. I have endangered the realms and betrayed the elder gods. The blame is mine alone. But I'm still better than you 2 Heliolist compers. I might just hit you both with the memento or healing wish. I'll set up the team for next episode. But after that, you're on your own, bitches. Fuck y'all and Joe Mamas. Donald J. Trump catch him as peacing out. Deuces, suck you later, or whatever that Gary Oak shit was.
I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. Let me go try butter his cheeks up.
What happened? Did I say something wrong? Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to join the Discord and like and comment and blah, blah, blah. You know how the story goes. Until next time, see you later, guys.